am in the daytime kitchen with Chef Bobby from Carlos Brazilian International Cuisine. Today, we are making the cinnamon maple cheesecake, but we are focusing on this right here, which is candied bacon.
Correct.
I took a bite. It is delicious, actually. You know, you hear people with the bacon-flavored sweet things, and I wasn't sure about that, but this actually very good. So what are the ingredients that go into this?
For the bacon, very simple. You just take your bacon, put brown sugar, put a little bit of cinnamon on there, put it in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. Every oven is different. The cinnamon maple cheesecake, we're going to be using cream cheese, sugar, eggs, sour cream, and we'll put the cinnamon maple in there afterwards.
Okay.
And then we'll garnish it with the bacon, and it comes with a carrot cake crust.
Now, is this a popular dessert at the restaurant?
I just change things up every so often, not make it a little boring, so.
You do, man. So this is the one that you kind of have right now?
I'll be having a party later on this week.
Later on this week, so if you want to get your hands on this, you can go to his restaurant. But we'll be giving you the recipe for this candied bacon. It is really good. Is it something that you have done before?
No, I've done it first time. I've done it this morning, first time.
This morning is well, it turned out great. Good thing you're a professional. Well, we're going to come back in a little bit, check in with Chef Bobby, and jump into making this bacon. We'll be right back.
What are you pouring me here? What is this?
I'm pairing up the cheesecake with some Fireball. Since it's like cinnamon maple, let's do some like cinnamon.
What is Fireball?
It's a cinnamon whiskey.
Oh.
And you can be by yourself drinking. I thought Brittany was going to be with us, so I got to join you, right?
Okay, okay.
So we got to do a cheers.
Okay. All right. Oh.
Pretty smooth, right?
Whoa. Okay. Woo. Okay. All right. So we've got that. All right. And now, what do you have in here? What's going on?
We have the cream cheese. We'll start like creaming a little bit with the sugar. Let it get nice and creamy.
Okay. So
to go with cheesecake, you don't want like everything will be the same texture. You don't want like little piece of chunks of cream cheese. So by having a room temperature, you're creaming it with sugar.
So that's cream cheese and sugar.
Right there.
That's it.
You want to go for a while?
Like a while. What do you mean, like a while?
Everything will be the same texture. Like you don't see any lumps of different.
Oh yeah, it's nice and creamy.
Then here, I'll put the pet on the other side. I'll put some sour cream in there.
And then you're gonna mix all that together.
Correct. You always want to scrape the sides.
Okay. All right. And then you just want to keep on mixing that and blending it so it's a nice texture.
Correct. And then we'll have the eggs going on after we're done with the sour cream.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to break, and we will continue making, what is it again, the cheese?
Cinnamon maple cheesecake and the carrot cake crust. And don't forget about the candied bacon, right?
And the candied bacon. Stay tuned for that. Don't go away. You're watching Big Hug Blue Ridge. Look at this beautiful site right here. We're in the daytime kitchen with Chef Bobby from Carlos Brazilian International Cuisine, and we are making cinnamon maple cheesecake with candied bacon. We've got the first steps down. We have sugar, cream cheese. What did you just put in there?
Sour cream.
Sour cream. And then what else are you putting in here?
We're going to have eggs and vanilla in there. Make the travel easier and infuse them together.
What does the sour cream add to the flavor?
I think it gives, like, a lot of people like say it's very fluffy, my cheesecakes, and I think that's where it comes from the sour cream.
From the sour cream?
Because sometimes you'll have like some cheesecakes that are very dense and compressed, and I think the sour cream would help it to kind of lighten it up.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Good pro tip there.
So now we're adding eggs.
One at a time. You want to make sure it's nice and creamed.
Okay.
Bobby, how do you do that? Like, you have them all in the cup, but yet you're able to...
It wasn't just eggs, though, too, right?
There's a vanilla extract, so it's easier to travel, so I infuse them together.
Okay.
Look at that.
Smart.
He is.
And then you know it's done when it's all kind of mixed together?
When you work with cheesecake, sometimes you don't want to over whip it, can incorporate air. And so when you bake it off, it will kind of like overdome and crack and then drop.
Okay.
So you kind of have to like not overdo it, but you gotta make sure everything is mixed in together.
How do you know? I feel like that's the exact mistake that I would make. How do you like? Is it a specific consistency, and that's how you know?
When you know everything is combined.
Or you just feel it in your heart.
Yeah, feel it in my heart exactly. After like your 400th one, you'll figure it out.
Great. I know exactly. Meanwhile.
So now we have the vanilla part over here.
Okay.
So I have the cinnamon maple swirl. Here's cinnamon maple in here. We'll dump that in, and then we'll incorporate that in here real fast.
Okay, so you put about half in
Correct.
the pan. And the crust is a carrot cake?
A carrot cake crust.
Oh.
So it gives like more of the hint of the cinnamon, the cloves, the nutmeg. So it kind of encourages all the.
Is this something that you came up with?
Yeah,
He
pretty
dreams
much.
of this stuff, I'm telling you. It is a
I don't
genius.
dream about that. I promise you.
Desserts. Oh, he's like, oh, what should I make? I'm like, are you kidding? I don't know. You do.
So then you just like want to just like do a little design
Look
with
at
it.
this. And then that's going to bake a little separately, or how's
Correct.
that going to?
So the thing is, like when you add flavor, you want it to be in the same texture of your cheesecake. Like if you just put the cinnamon in there, you won't have like, you won't be able to do like a little design. Or like let's see, like a lot of people when they put chocolate,
Yeah.
they just throw chocolate, and since like the chocolate and the cheesecake batter are two different components. So when you bake off, the chocolate won't like combine into it. So you got to combine the
won't.
chocolate.
So combine them before you start
Correct.
baking
Everything's
it.
gotta be the same texture of
So how
the
long
cheesecake.
do we put this in?
In a water bath
In a water bath, of course.
for an hour and a half
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
Water
Never
bath,
easy.
obviously.
Never
Water
easy.
bath.
at 350.
Okay, and then we have the bacon. Is that caramel on that plate too?
Yep.
Oh, it looks so good.
Well, let's not look at it any longer. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. All right, so do I like dip
Yeah.
here and then dig in here?
There's no rules. Just go for
And
it.
you said
Go
this
for
is
it, right?
going to be available later on this week, probably,
Correct.
at Carlos.
Oh my
How
gosh,
is it? So good?
that is amazing.
Man.
I mean,
Well, if you want the recipe for the candied bacon, we'll have it on our website.
that's incredible.
There you have it. But if you want to get your hands on some of this cheesecake, you'll have to go by the restaurant, Carlos Brazilian International Cuisine. They're located on Electric. You can give them a call, 776-1117.